Welcome to the channel. I teach CAT Computer Application Technology for grade 10 to 12, where we break down past exam papers so you can understand how questions are asked and how to answer them effectively. If you want to pass your exams with confidence, watch this video. In this video, we are going to go through the DBE question paper 2021 November question paper, and it is out of 150, and you are given 3 hours to complete this question paper. This question paper would consist of 16 pages, and they give you the HTML tags to answer your HTML questions, and also an input mask character sheet. This sheet you will use to answer your database or Microsoft Access questions. This paper consists of 7 questions. Question 1 and 2 would be your word processing. Question 3 and 4 will be your spreadsheet. Question 5, database. Question 6 will be your web design HTML. Question 7 will be your general questions. This is the combination of word processing, spreadsheet, and database. I have provided the data files along with the question papers, and you just click the link below and it will direct you to where you can download the files. When you scroll down, these are all the files provided to us in order to answer this question paper. They have given us the data files and we need to modify them by following the instructions in this question paper. I have divided my screen into 2. On the left hand side, we have our data file, the data file to answer question 1 on our question paper. On the right hand side, we have our question paper. So question 1 says, open the One Health word processing document and insert your examination number in the header or footer. So to do that, you are gonna go to insert tab, and then you're just going to choose between the header and the footer. It doesn't matter because they didn't specify where. I'm going to choose the header, and then I'm going to choose the first one, and then you see where it says type here, you delete this one, and then you just type your examination number according to how it is, and then you're just going to double click. Question 1.1 says change the size of the document to A4. To do that, we are going to be going to our layout tab, and then inside page setup group, we're going to click where it says size. And then we're going to scroll down and look for A4, and then we're going to choose that one. Question 1.2 says change the line spacing of the paragraph starting with the following is and ending with by air pollution to be the same as the spacing of the first paragraph. So to do that, we are going to look for the paragraph that they are talking about, the one that we need to change the line spacing. It's this one. And then we need to make it the same as the first paragraph. So there's 2 methods for this one. So we're going to select the first paragraph, and then we're going to go to the home tab, and then we're going to go to the paragraph group. We're going to click the launcher paragraph group tab, and then we are going to go to spacing and just investigate what type of spacing the first paragraph is. And then we're going to manually put it in our paragraph, like the second one, the one that we need to change. And then the second option would be, we're going to select the first paragraph, and then we are going to go to the home tab, and then we're going to go to the clipboard group. And then the format painter, we're going to click that one. Then what happened is we're going to select the paragraph that we need to change the spacing. As you can see, it has changed. Let's just double click. Let's see. As you can see, the spacing is the same as the first paragraph. Question 1.3 says replace all occurrences of the exact text ozone to appear in Arial narrow bold, and italic. So the first thing that we need to do, we're going to look for the words ozone. We're just going to copy this word ozone, and then we're going to go to the home tab, and then inside editing group, and then we're going to click find, and then we're going to copy and paste the word ozone. And then as you can see, these are all the ozones. Then we're going to go to, again, the editing group. We're going to go to replace. Okay, replace it again with ozone. And then what happened is they're saying it needs to appear as Arial narrow, bold, and italic. Then we're going to go to more. And then we're going to click the format tab and make sure that you select the find whole words only. We're going to click format, and then you see where it says font, we click that one, and then we're going to look for Arial narrow. Going to click that one, and then they say bold and italic, and then we're going to click OK, and then replace all, and then we're going to click OK, and then question 1.4 says insert a 9 centimeter high by 8 centimeter wide text box and move the text that begins with nitrogen dioxide and ends with from the disease into the text box. And then the text box must display as shown below here. The top position of the text box is relative to air, and the bottom of the text box is relative to the word gram. So basically what they're saying is your text box should be exactly as it is. The top part should be next to the word air, and the bottom part of your text box should be exactly next to the word ground. So we're going to insert our text box. First things first, let's look for the word that starts with nitrogen. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to go to home tab, editing group, find, and then we're going to search for the word nitrogen. There's this nitrogen, and let's see, it ends with from diseases, so it's this one. Okay, so now we need to insert our text box. We're going to go to insert tab, and then inside text to group, we're going to click text box. There's an arrow, we click that arrow, and then we're going to manually draw the text box. Okay, insert tab, then we're going to draw the text box. There you go. Then they say our text box, the inside is 9 centimeter high and 8 centimeter wide. So make sure that you have selected the shape format tab, and where it says size, go to where it says height, and then it's going to be 9 centimeter. And then our width will be 8 centimeter. There you go. Then the question says now that the text should be inside the text box. So we're gonna select the text, and then we're gonna cut it and then put it inside our text box. All right, so here is the trick part. Please let me know if there is another way of, like the shortest way of doing this, because I manually drag the text box and then place it next to the word air. And then before I do that, we need to go to layout tab and click square so that it becomes easier for us to move it next to the word air. Okay. Wait, this is a bit tricky. Let me just put it in a different. Okay, let me just cut my text box. It was a bit tricky for me to do. I don't know if you have another way. Please let me know so that it becomes easier for us to do it. So I'm just going to drag my text box and make sure that it is aligned with the word a. Okay, there you go. Then they say the bottom part should be next to the word ground. Here's ground level. Let me see if when I play around with it, the word ground is gonna be oh Lord, I'm getting there. Oh, there you go. So as you can see, the top part is next to A, and the 1.5 says, find the text that begins with the heading, does it make a difference where I live, and ends with fuel and vehicles. And then we need to change the layout of the text to appear in 2 columns. Then our column width should be 8 centimeter, only the first column. And then the spacing between the columns should be 9 centimeter. So I'm going to be copying the text so that it becomes easier for us to find it. I'm going to go to the Home tab, then Editing Group, Find, and then I'm going to copy our text here. Okay. There you go. It ends here. Now, they said we need to insert 2 columns. Change the layout of the text and insert into 2 columns. We're going to go to our Layout tab, and then you're going to click the arrow downwards. We're not going to select 2 columns because we need to change the dimension, like the size of our columns. We're going to click More Columns, and then 2 columns, and then make sure that we uncheck the equal column width. Our width will be 8 centimeter, and then our spacing will be 1 centimeter. And then we're going to click OK. So this is our column. Question 1.6 says, find the text that begins with the heading on the road, and ends with keeping windows closed. And then we're going to apply multi-level list numbering to the text to display as shown below, just like how they have shown us. So let's go and look for the word that starts with on the road. I'm going to go to Editing tab, Find. It becomes easier if you're using this method, and because they have given us 3 hours, and when they have given us 3 hours, we need to find better ways to speed up the process. Okay, so we select our text, and then we're going to insert multi-level numbering. So inside our Home tab, we're going to click, you see inside Paragraph Group, there's where it says multi-level list. You click the arrow, and then I'm going to choose this one. Now, as you can see, our list is not the same as this one. So I'm going to do it manually. If you have another way, like a shortcut, please let me know. I'm going to select this and click on my keyboard. I'm going to click Tab and then select this one as well. Click Tab, select this one as well, Tab, and then this one as well, Tab. As you can see, it is the same as the one on the question paper. Question 1.7 says, change the UK Health Department source to a website source with the URL, this URL. So I'm going to copy this URL so that it becomes easier for me to change the settings. So I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go to our reference tab. I'm going to go to our reference tab, and then inside citations and bibliography, I'm going to choose manage source. Then I'm going to, you see where it says current list, I'm going to select the UK Health, just like how the question is saying. And then I'm going to click edit. As you can see, our source is a book. So we click the arrow, and then we're going to look for the website option, and then website. And then you see where it says URL, we're going to copy the URL and then paste it here. And then click OK, and then we close it. 1.8 says add an automatic bibliography below the heading bibliography at the end of the document. So we're just going to scroll down, and below the word bibliography, we're going to add the automated bibliography. So to do that, we are going to go to, as you can see, reference tab, and then where it says bibliography, you're going to click the arrow, and then I'm going to choose this one, bibliography. And then there you go. Question 1.9 says, insert a picture 1 clean as watermark to the document. Scale the watermark image to 150. So this image is inside your data files. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to our design tab, and then we're going to go to the page background group, and then where it says watermark, we're going to click the arrow here. And then we're going to go to custom watermark. Click the custom watermark. And then you see where it says picture watermark, you click that one. And then you select the picture. And then you're going to navigate to, you're going to choose from the files, meaning that like the data files that has been provided for you. And then once it is open, you're just going to navigate to where you have saved your data files. So I'm just going to look for mine where I have saved it. Yeah, it's a long process. Just going to do this quickly. And then I'm going to choose the 1 clean image. And then you see where it says scale. We're going to click the arrow, and then we're going to choose 150%, because they did tell us that it needs to be 150%. And then they didn't tell us where exactly inside the document we should place our watermark. So if your watermark image appears differently than mine, don't panic, because they didn't give us instructions in where we should place it. So here's my watermark, as you can see. Question 1.10 says, inspect the document for issues and remove all hidden text from the documents. So we're going to inspect this document, and there is hidden words, hidden text in it. So we're going to inspect it, and then all the hidden text in it, they are going to be placed in a document. To do that, we're going to go to File tab, and then you see where it says Info, you click Info. And then where it says inspect document, you're going to click where it says check for issues. You're going to click the arrow here, and then you're going to choose inspect document. And then you're going to click yes. Then you're going to just scroll and make sure that everything's selected. And then you're going to click inspect. And then the document will be inspected. The instructions are remove all hidden text. So we're going to scroll down and look for where it says hidden text. As you can see here, there are hidden text. And then we're going to click where it says remove all. And then we're going to close it. Then this is the end of our question 1.